Hey fiber friends, welcome to Gemma Darling Daily Season 3 Episode 8, I think. This is the postpartum episode. I can't move my arms without hitting something here. As you guys know, I was gone for a really long time because I grew a human. And it has been wonderful, and she's adorable, and I probably should have picked a prize winner for the name giveaway. I will do that, I promise. Yeah, her name is Samantha Lucia, and she came to us on July 16th by C-section. And, oh, it's really hot up here. Yeah, when I had Franny, I felt nothing. I passed out during the C-section. I woke up, I had a cute baby. It was great. I felt everything. This time, my anesthesiologist was a complete ass. And I still had a good stay in the hospital because it's, when you're not like sick and you're in the hospital, hey, you order food, you watch TV, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I mean, when you're sick, it's awful, so. I tried to write show notes for this episode and I just kept getting derailed because my house is like Grand Central Station right now. You know, the dog still wants full attention. Franny still deserves full attention. And now we have this little baby who is so cute and has this big mop of black hair. She's adorable. And she does not like to be put down. Yeah, so Franny was great. I had saucer for her. I had rockin' plays. She would sit next to me. I would knit. We'd go goo goo gaga. You know, it was fun. And this kid will not let me put her down. I'm pretty sure at the end of this arm is going to be a lot bigger than this arm because I can only hold her one way. And my husband's like, I'm getting pecs. I'm like, no, hon, you're not. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great July and a great August, because August is completely over. You know, we're all heavy into Rhinebeck prep now. Of course, let's address my shirt first. It's a Shelby Monet original. And if you guys don't have yours, I mean, like, what are you waiting for? Let's jump into the LYS Unity Cal because that is connected to this shirt now. As you know, Gigi and Shelby are two of my wonderful friends and the only two people outside the family so far to come and see my baby. And I mean, she loves them. She just falls right asleep on their chest, does not fall asleep on my chest, falls asleep on their chest, is so comfortable. So I kind of love it when they come because I just get to sit next to them and my arms are free. And my arms are never free. I've received so many wonderful gifts. Let's see. So Laura, back to this. I'm getting sidetracked here. The LYS Unity Cal, as you know, it's a cal that Christina from Chelsea Yarns and I am hosting. We are hosting for the road to Rhinebeck. Did I just ruin my makeup? I poked myself in the eye. I haven't had makeup on in a long time, so I'm kind of like, you know, excited. So the LYS Unity Cal it stands for Local Yarn Store Unity Knit Along. And it came about because we just feel like local yarn stores should not ever compete. They should always work together because there are enough knitters for everyone. Everyone carries different yarns. You know, you're never going to get the same experience at two different local yarn stores. So, you know, there's really no reason for any of them to for lack of a better word, compete, because there's always going to be enough knitters to go around. And as you can see, the yarn piggery in this community is alive and well, and so I don't think you're going to have any problem selling yarn. But let me jump into showing you mine. I probably shouldn't jump into whips this early, but since I only have one, and then we're just going to go into the fun of all the gifts that people have given me for the baby, for myself. I want to show you things that were knitted for the baby. I want to get to your questions. So let's get this stuff out of the way. As you guys know, I'm knitting the Portage Cardigan. And this is what I have so far. Now, I don't know if you can see it on camera where I switched skeins. You can kind of, because the top of it was a lot of like, it was really tedious to watch every stitch in the pattern. The pattern has been flawless so far, so I highly recommend it. But it is something you have to pay attention to. It's not a mindless knit. So with all that's going on in my house, I would get like one row done, you know, every certain amount of days. I've started, since then, I've kind of started trucking because I've got it like mentally in my head now, so I can do it. I dropped a stitch at some point. I think I ruined the back, but you can't really see where I did it, so I'm not even going to show you. But there's that stitch marker in here, right here. Yeah, that's where it is on the other side. I'm not going to show you. Anyway, I love the way it's coming out. I mean, look at the back. How good is that? I tried it on Franny though the other day and it kind of fit her, and I tried it on me and it's a little bit snug in my armpits here. Let me point to my armpit in case you guys don't know what an armpit is. Okay. So, but I think I use these cables by Knitter's Pride. And when I don't have needles on them, I use them as holders. A lot of people put their, you know, sleeves on waste yarn, and I put it on a cable with a cap on the end. So they come with your interchangeable sets, and I just bought some extra cables on Amazon because I've been buying things on Amazon like a fiend. When you're home with a baby and your one hand is free, you buy stuff on Amazon in the middle of the night. I wake up, I say, oh, this is what I bought in the middle of the night the other night. Yeah, okay. But I'm really happy with how this is coming out. Now, it took me a really long time to figure out how to do this 2x2 LC and 2x2 RC, which is a honeycomb cable. And I still don't think I'm doing it right, but it looks nice, and so I went with it. Because I looked, you know, we always go to YouTube if you don't know how to do a stitch, and I went to YouTube, and every one that I watched, I think I watched about 4 tutorials, they all did it differently. So I was like, at this point, I'm just going to pick what's easiest for me. What's nice is it's a cable where everything stays on your needle. But you do have to pay attention. And so I was reading in Ravelry, you know, some people that have made this cardigan, I like to go in and read their notes before I start so that I'm ready if there's a problem in the pattern or something that I have to think about. If you're going to do an elaborate pattern, I do recommend doing that because some people in Ravelry put crazy notes, and crazy meaning like a lot, and really great ones. And so I did find a lot of them had really great notes. But one girl said she was having trouble keeping the cables right because you do a 2x2 LC, then you do a 2x2 RC, then you do a 2x2 LC and RC, and the whole row, it keeps going back and forth. And it's a 4-stitch repeat. So I am stitch marker crazy, and I just put a stitch marker every 4 stitches. So that every time I start a row, I look at it and I say, okay, this one's going to be an LC RC. Or the next one is going to be an RC LC. Like you have to open up the honeycomb, and then the next pattern you have to close the honeycomb. It's not that hard, but you do have to pay attention to it. And it's a little hairy when you're doing the increases here for the raglan. So at that point, just pay attention to the chart, because I would still make sure I was making the honeycomb pattern, you know, as I was like 3 or 4 of them along. But you just pay attention to the chart, and the charts are really clear. At first you won't understand it and you'll go, wait, why am I doing this? Or why am I repeating this row with the same, you know, stitch pattern in the middle? Shouldn't it alternate? And then, you know, if you just trust the pattern, she has everything worked out perfectly. She knows that you're adding a stitch on the front and the back so that you will be 2 removed on this side, and then you're going to have to, she just knows it. Okay, so the person who wrote this, I really don't think that I can pronounce her name correctly. So let me just show you the front of the pattern in case you're just, you know, a late bloomer and you're just joining us. This is the pattern. It's the Portage by Melissa Scashawari. I can't say it, I'm sorry. I'm not going to try. But I'm loving it so far. And I actually, even though I'm still pretty much at the beginning, I can see myself making more of these because I think I'm going to love wearing it. Next time I make it, I may not make it in DK. I may make it in a light worsted because I'd like to make the same size, but if I make it in a worsted, it'll be a little bit bigger, like a grandpa cardigan. I kind of wanted this to fit well, not oversized, because it's going to be my Rhinebeck sweater. And so that is what I'm doing for the knit along. Word to the wise, though, if you are new to cable knitting, as I am, when you're knitting your cable swatch, because I did swatch for cables and I swatched for stockinette, because the gauge is for stockinette, so that's stockinette. This is Lamb Strings yarn in Buried Alive in DK. It's gorgeous. Her Indian Tangled colorway is being released this week, and it's similar and it's beautiful. I'm rambling. It's nice to talk to an adult, and by adult I mean my camera. Anyway, when I was learning the pattern, I did a swatch to make sure I knew how to do the cable before I got into it on my sweater. And what I would suggest is that after you figure out that you know what you're doing on this swatch, drop some stitches and practice picking them up. Because I can do that easily with stockinette or garter or, you know, a simple lace pattern, but I can't do it with a cable because you're twisting and turning. And so I did drop a stitch, and instead of looking at it for a second and figuring out where I dropped it, I just took it and put it back on my needle and kept going, and that's not where it went. So it dropped a purl on the other side, which I needed to thread it through and then put that back on my needle, and I didn't do that. So I tried to knit back to it. I went all the way to the other end, and since I couldn't tank the cables because I didn't know how, I just finished the row, came back with the purls, and then I opened it up where the problem was and tried to fix it. And I didn't do it very well, but it's not noticeable now, whereas it was before. So it's a design element. Anyway, we were talking about the LYS Unity Cal because we have about, let's see, 33 sponsors right now. There's some new ones. I'm going to roll them so that you can see all of them. Let me do that right now. And so I'm going to roll them Star Wars style. But while you're reading all of that, let me tell you, this is the Shelby Monet t-shirt. Everyone's been wearing it. It's been like a phenomenon. And I bought a bag also because if there's a bag, I'll buy it. And it says, drink your water, eat your vegetables, wear your sunscreen, and mind your business. And those are words to live by our exceptionally witty and wise Shelby, who is Gigi Made It's daughter. She's the best thing Gigi ever made, and I love her to pieces. So she just came out with this shirt, and it's blown up, and so I want everyone to wear them to Rhinebeck under your cardigans for the LYS Unity Cal. If you haven't gotten yours yet, please go. I'm going to put it right here in the down bar. Find Shelby Monet on Instagram and click on her link and go buy yourself one. They come in all shapes and sizes and colors. There are some bags, there are mugs. She even has another style. There's a new graphic that says mind your business. She really wants us to mind our business. And you know what? Really good words to live by. So I got the Flash Dance one, which is like, because, you know, I bought it when I was pregnant. And I don't know, for some reason, I guess I thought I was going to be pregnant for the rest of my life. But I bought a really big one, so I'm going to have to shrink it. But, you know, it's the Flash Dance one. It goes off your shoulder, and you can be like, it's a maniac, maniac. You know, if you haven't watched Flash Dance in a while, that's one of the songs from it. Whoever buys this shirt and wears it under their Rhinebeck LYS Unity Cal cardigan will get an extra entry for prizes. So there are 3 ways you enter for prizes. The way that you get all these entries is that you yourself have to post in the FO thread for each entry you get. So if you finished your cardigan, you post a picture of your cardigan. That's one entry. Because every entry comes with a number, if you've noticed on Ravelry. Then your second entry, if you did use a yarn from a local yarn store, we need you to post a picture and put what yarn you used and, you know, tell us what store you got it from and this and that, because that will be your second entry. And if you wore this shirt, or if you bought this shirt and couldn't make it to Rhinebeck, but you still take a picture of yourself with your cardigan on and this, and you will get a third entry, post a third entry in that FO thread. So all the entries are up to you. Again, there's 3 ways. You finish your cardigan, you use a yarn from one of the sponsors, and you wear this shirt under your cardigan in a finished picture. So if you do all those 3 things, you should have 3 entries on Ravelry. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you so. All right. So that's all I got for the LYS Unity Cal. Let's move on to, let's see. I don't know. What should I move on to? Stash positions? Do I have all my stash positions? Okay, let's talk about Gigi's birthday party. Let's just go full on Gigi and Shelby before we go on to anything else. I guess it was June or July. I got a thread with Felicia from String Things Studio, Brooklyn Boy Knits, and Shelby and Cece, you know, Cece Knits the World, Creative Cece. And the four of them were writing me and saying, we want to throw her a 53rd surprise birthday party at String Things Studio. And so as we were planning it in this thread, we realized that Adela from Lola Bean Yarn Company, who is everybody's sweetheart, she was going to be up here having a trunk show. And so we moved the date from August to the end of July so that we could do it the weekend that Adela was here. And it was wonderful. I did not get to go because it was only like 12 weeks after I had a C-section. I still was like, you're just not in good shape right then. So, but we put together these gift bags, and my contribution, because of course I was laid up, was Gigi cookies. So I made these sugar cookies, and I cut them out into G's, and I put 2 G's next to each other in a little bag, and then I put orange icing on them, which, by the way, buy icing that's orange if you want it, because making it with food coloring requires a lot of dye, and I do not like that. So I made more of a peach, which was fine because Lola Bean has that Georgia peach colorway, which Gigi has elevated to this colorway that everyone wants, and Adela has had to dye lots of it. So the peach fit in just fine. But the day after the party, I thought that Gigi and Shelby would be totally dead tired, and they made their way to my house to come see my daughter and bring me a gift bag. And so I wanted to show you what was in the gift bag because it's pretty phenomenal. Now, we didn't have enough of everything for everyone to get everything, but Adela was gracious enough to make everyone an orange skein. And look at this thing. It's fluorescent. It is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at little Bean. First of all, there's little Bean. We all know Lola Bean. If you're not following her on Instagram, like, seriously, what are you doing with your life? This is called Aren't You Glad It's Gigi's Birthday? And I think it's beautiful. Look at it. It's like fluorescent. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to add this to my stash. I think I'm going to knit something and use this as like a picot edging or something, because I don't know if I could pull off like a fully orange frock, but I really think that this would be great for striping and really causing a pop. And, you know, I mean, no one wears orange better than Gigi, but we all should try. So thank you, Adela. That was incredible. Shelby had these M&Ms made, and I have to hide these because my daughter is an M&M fiend, and they say Gigi made it on them. I don't know if you can see that. So that was really cute. What else did I get? I got these claw clips from Coco Knits. And I think all of this stuff was added by, if I'm not mistaken, Brooklyn Boy Knits. And I also got, it's a really good goodie bag. I mean, you come to a surprise party and you get this goodie bag. It's incredible. I got this stitch marker. Look at that. It's a little orange skein. Can you see it? So cute. I have to start making some stitch markers. I could totally make them. And this was made by one geek to craft them all. And really cute little business cards there with the colors of the skeins on them. So, thank you, one geek. And guys, hop over and get yours. And then another thing was this Knitter's Keep. And this is from Coco Knits. You all know when you see the brown canister, it's Coco Knits, right? And Coco Knits is who made that book that Gigi is always knitting off of. So we really love Coco Knits. Let's see. Let me show you what's in here because I actually think this is brilliant. And this is funny because I got the pea soup color one and I actually really am craving pea soup. See? Do you remember the slap bracelets that they had in like the late 80s and early 90s? My grandmother would make her go get them. It's a slap bracelet. I mean, knitting and slap bracelets, perfect together. So it's a magnet. And you put it on your wrist, and it's this big fat magnet, right? And it comes with all of these other things. A curved cable needle, stitch markers. It comes with all of these, right? Large stitch markers, bent tip tapestry needles, opening stitch markers. So let's open one. So we all have these, right? I call them the Edison bulbs. Yeah. Well, can't find a stitch marker while you're stitching? Now you can, because everything you need is right there. No more holding your cable needle in your mouth if you're like me. Yeah, never ask to borrow my cable needle. Yuck. So that's what you do. It's great. And I had bought one of these at Rhinebeck last year, and I didn't really know what to use it with. So I sold it in one of my D-stashes, and it sold like right away. I guess someone else knew what they were doing. I just dropped stitch markers all over. Oh, they're coming out the bottom, so it's not my fault. Okay. Oh, all right. I was like, I'm putting them in here. Why is it coming out? So that's what it comes with. It's a great value. If you guys think you'll use it, if it will add wonderment to your knitting life, go grab one. Thank you, Brooklyn Boy Knits. I believe he's the one that got these for the goodie bags, and that's what it is. And I know that Coco Knits, last year they had a booth at Rhinebeck. They were near the books, I think. So if you are heading to Rhinebeck, as I am, please head over there and check it out. So that is my goodie bag. I mean, that is a goodie bag. And think about it. Someone got my cookies in there too, and I make really, really good cookies. So that was that. I hope, Gigi, you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I think that you did. I mean, how could you not? You got to see almost all of your favorite people, right? There you go. So let's do, you want to do the Brio Duo of the week? It's a Brio Trio this week. Do you like seeing the ball jar of Briosity? Me too! Okay. So this week, the Brio Trio is brought to you by Asylum Fibers. This is the Brio Duo. This is Absalom and Delirium, and I think that they are beautiful together. Now, let me show you them each separately, because this color of hers has so many... Look at the colors in this. Look at the colors. Do you see it? It's so gorgeous in person. I have a couple skeins of this. I don't know what to do with it. I bought it on her Aran base, and that is just like a worsted Aran, and it is 181 yards. So it's more of an Aran. But I don't know what to do with it. And so I put it with this purple of hers that is like my go-to purple because I think it's gorgeous. And that is called Delirium. And then last year for the Tits Out Collective, she dyed this. And I thought that this went really gorgeous, like right in the middle of them. So I kind of want to do something with the three of them. But what project can I use 3 Aran weights for? So I may have to come up with something myself. Anyway, that is your Brio Trio, brought to you by Asylum Fibers, who I believe, and I could be wrong, is vending at India Untangled this year. We're going to talk about Rhinebeck in a moment, but say goodbye to the ball jar of Briosity until next time. So what else? I still haven't worked on... Oh, okay. I'm going through bags that I have been packing for the longest time. I have so much stuff here. It's sickening. I still have not knit sleeves on this. But I think that this is going to be something that I do this week, because if I don't finish that other cardigan, which it's close, going to be close, I'm going to put the sleeves on this, and this is going to be my Rhinebeck sweater. And it may not be a cardigan, I'm so sorry, but hey, those are the breaks. At least I will have a sweater that I made, right? So again, this is the Felix Pullover by Savory Knitting, and this is La Bien Amie Aran in Rust. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And guys, only yarn overs. No make ones in this pattern. Only yarn overs. Yeah! You should totally make it. So let's put that away. I actually really like the way it's coming out, and since all of a sudden it's like this cold snap outside, which I'm really pissed about because I was supposed to take my daughter to the pool at this point in the summer because I'm healed enough to go swimming, and it's like raining and cold outside. I have not been to the pool once this year, and if you guys know me, I'm a fish. I was a lifeguard for years. I lived in I can't believe that one of my work uniforms was a Speedo, but I used to be skinny enough for that. So, anyway, I just really want to go to the pool. So tomorrow it's supposed to be hot and the next day, and so I may try to get there. Should we go on to Stashquisitions? I don't have that many, but, and I haven't worked at all on my carnival shawl, so we'll talk about that next time. I don't think I'm going to get to work on that for a while. I'm still looking for that one color to be the fourth color. I have been interviewing some yarns for that, and so that should be coming up soon. There was someone on my Instagram feed who showed this as one of her Stashquisitions. This is Knitted Wit in Badlands. It's part of their National Park collection. I thought this skein was so beautiful. I had to order one. See that? And I ordered this. This is their worsted base, which my mother is actually making her Rhinebeck shawl out of, Rhinebeck sweater. And it's, again, it's Knitted Wit, which I know is a brand that Yarnia, my local yarn store, carries in droves. So if you are in the Montclair, New Jersey area, check out the Knitted Wit. I believe it's from across the country, though. I'm not exactly sure where. Let's see. You do have the stuff that they sent me. Does not say where they are from. But anyway, this is it. I bought it also on a fingering base because I thought it would be really, really pretty as a color with, like in a shawl with all different colors. I don't particularly know because I'm not a big fan of this purple, but I love the rest of it. So I don't know if I'm going to use it or if I'm going to destash it. But I for now, I'm holding on to it because I think it's gorgeous. So again, that's Knitted Wit in Badlands. I woke up the other day. So this is what I do. I have the baby all night, and then I wake up and my husband gets downstairs because he's been off from work for like 2 months. He gets paternity leave, which actually may be extended for a long time. We're waiting to hear, which is amazing because I'm up with the baby all night. I mean, even if she's sleeping, I'm awake because that's what moms do. Like, we watch our babies breathe, you know? We try to sleep, but I'm a breath watcher. So, especially when they're so new. And I go upstairs because I've been sleeping in the TV room because I have access to the kitchen to make my bottles and all this stuff. It's just so easy. So I've been sleeping in the TV room with her. And then, you know, at 9 o'clock, my husband comes down and I'm like, oh, hello. And I just hand him the baby and I go upstairs and I sleep usually till 2 o'clock when he has to walk the dog. This day I was so tired that after he walked the dog, I went back upstairs and watch out for Crinkle. Sorry. My legs are cramping. So after he walked the dog, I went back upstairs and I went back to sleep from like 2:30 to 5. And when I woke up, it was 5:05. And I went to my phone and I was checking, you know, my email, and it said Wool and Vine had a shop update. And I was like, it's 5:05. Everything's gone. You know, everything's gone in like 30 seconds when you want to buy Wool and Vine yarn. But I just wanted to take a look, and there were a couple skeins left. And they just happened to be on the base that I wanted and a colorway that I wanted. So I got Woolen mail and I'm so excited. So I haven't gotten it in such a long time, but I've been wanting Dirty on Purpose. And if you heard me talking about my Rhinebeck sweater, I had originally said that for the Portage Cardigan, I wanted to do it in Dirty on Purpose, which is why I ended up choosing the lamb strings yarn because it's a similar aesthetic, right? So this is what I got. And these are 2 fingering weight on her Nuvo singles of Dirty on Purpose. And I'm so excited because I have one in my stash right now. And I am just excited to make something out of these because I think it's a color that goes with black, it goes with brown, it goes with greens, it goes with gray. It's just such a versatile color. So if you have a chance to get your hands on some Vine in Dirty on Purpose, do it. I'm like reeling with excitement for it. I haven't had a chance to catch up with Kristen in a while. I really do miss her. She's a wonderful person. And I used to watch her podcast religiously. Obviously life happened, so things come in flows and ebbs, you know. I mean, I watch a lot of Legacy Fiber Arts, and lately I haven't been able to catch up with that. I always watch my Chelsea Pearls. I've missed a couple episodes, and so I'm getting really upset because that's kind of how I keep my friends in my life when, you know, you can't see them all the time. But I do have to catch up with Kristen. This is such a gorgeous colorway. So I think Friday at 5 p.m., try to get her yarn. You won't be sorry. It's amazing. The depth of color on her skeins is just so incredible. It's just really beautiful. It's just a step above. So do that. I'm very excited I got these. I bought this, I think it's up, down, all around stitch dictionary. I believe I heard Tracy from the Grocery Girls talk about it. I could be wrong, but I think that's where I heard about it. And sometimes when I'm watching a podcast, like if you mention something, I buy it immediately. Yeah, thanks Amazon. But she talked about this stitch dictionary because of what it does. And in this, it gives you the way to knit this stitch flat, or if you want to knit it in the round. Because knitting it flat, you have a wrong side and a right side, but when you're knitting in the round, you're always on the right side. And so this stitch dictionary has both in it. So I have a couple designs in my head that I need to get out. Hopefully they'll be out of my head by Vogue. So I'm looking for a sport weight yarn right now in a Tiffany blue. If I can't find it, I'm just going to go up to DK. But I have an idea in my head. And, you know, Corrado's going to help me because he's the pattern writer that I know and hold dear and close to my heart. And he's going to help me, and I'm hopefully going to get maybe like a really boxy sweater out by Vogue. So that's the goal. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I found a pattern in here, like a pattern repeat that I'm going to be using. So thank you, Tracy, if that is where I heard this. I think it's where I heard it. Thank you for mentioning this because this book has been wonderful, and I highly recommend it. It's by Wendy Bernard, and you can get it on Amazon, or check out your local yarn store first, because it's always nice to buy stuff first from your local yarn store. Let's see. What else? What's in here? I don't even know what's in everything here. Oh, this is just a bag of bags. That's good. Okay. That's everything that I bought. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So if you guys know my friend Amelia, I will put her in the down bar here. She has a small Etsy store, and she has been making these adorable project bags with this cork bottom, and they're beautiful. And so I went to buy 2 from her. And so I bought these. I want to take them out and show you. This one's going to be a gift for someone, so I'm going to keep it in the bag there. There is someone I know that I hope to see at New Jersey Sheep and Wool, which I'm going to try and get to next weekend. And I'm going to give her this because she is obsessed with watermelons. So Crinkle Alert. I really do love the crinkle. So this is the bag that she made. It's called, this is the name of her brand, Neelas Sweet Makes. I can't see if it's coming in. There you go. See? And it's got this really cool cork bottom and a beautiful top. And she's a wonderful sewist. She's a wonderful knitter. She knit me socks. They're over there. She knit me socks for Franny that are hopefully going to fit the new baby. It's got a really, really cute inside with little polka dots. See? And I wanted a little Notions bag that was big enough to put stuff inside my other bag. So I thought, let me grab this for myself, support a friend, get what I need. And it has this really, really cute little stitch marker that you can attach, you can leave on or take off. It's a little teapot. And I just thought it was really sweet. Amelia, it's beautiful. So, of course, Amelia being... I've never met someone I think that has a bigger heart than she does. She wrote me the most beautiful card. And she sent me an extra bag here. And I probably should use it for a giveaway. But you know what? I grew a human and I want to keep it. That is going to be my excuse for a little while. So, Crinkle Alert. Can you hear me? Look how beautiful this is. Oh my god, this is so cute. All right, look at this. Beautiful bottom. She's a great maker. It's got a loop on it. Anne of Green Gables fabric. Look at this. Look at how great her stuff is. This is one of the most evenly sewn project bags I have ever seen. The inside, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much, Amelia. You are a wonderful, wonderful, sweet friend. You have my heart. Sincerely. I really appreciate your generosity. She sent me so many things. She probably knows my address by heart. I should probably send some stuff back to you. But I never get a chance to make. I went to Joann Fabrics with Franny the other day. We spent $1 bazillion. And I'm looking at the fabric right now and I'm like, you're not going to get to make anything. Why'd you buy that? But you know what? We try. Like I have time to podcast today. Maybe tomorrow I'll have time to do some sewing. Just gotta hope. So, that is that. Thank you, Amelia. I am so blessed. You should see what I'm sitting in right now. Oh my gosh. Look what I got in the mail. Crinkle Alert. You guys all know Gina from Skein Cocaine, right? You don't? Are you living under a rock? So, she makes these. They are, all right, I don't even know what to say about this. I think it's so beautiful. It's amazing. It's more fun than beautiful. It's fun, right? It's like a party. This is one of her baby grand skeins. And I saw that she sent Gigi a big orange one. This one is, let's see, worsted. And it's 1,000+ yards. 1,000+ yards, guys. Like, that means you don't have to, like, weave in ends. Switch skeins. Switching skeins drives me nuts when I'm knitting a sweater, because are my sleeves going to match the body? Is the collar going to match? Like, what skeins match what skeins? I don't know. Guys, you need to make more of these sweater quantity skeins. Oh my gosh, if I was a yarn dyer, I would totally do that. I'd be like, how many yards do you need? Okay, I'll dye up that. And I know it's hard. It's got to be hard, you know, because everyone needs something different. So you can't just stock everything. So I get it. But this is the wave of the future. It's amazing. So I have to show you this though, and I'm scared to unskein it. I'm scared, or do I not have the manpower? Wait. Okay, I got it. Whoa! What? Oh my god. Look at this thing. I'm just going to wear it to Rhinebeck like this. Because Gina just said yesterday she's coming to Rhinebeck and I'm so excited. Guys, look at this! Yeah. So my plan was to make Franny a Rhinebeck sweater out of this. I do not have time. So I'm going to try and make her something for Vogue. But who knows? Gina, thank you so much. I got this note that said she wanted to make the baby a penguino out of it, and time got away from her, and I'm like, I totally understand. A penguino is really, really involved anyway. I'm stuck. Okay. So I don't expect anyone to make my kid a penguino, but that is a wonderful sentiment, and what am I doing here? I don't even know. All right. Grab this. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to twist this. Wait, how do I twist it? Twist it like this? What am I doing? Okay, wait. Stuck. I got it. Oh my god. I'm tired now. So anyway, guys, hop on over to Skein Cocaine's website, skeincocaine.com. See if you can get your hands on a baby grand. They're just luscious. Oh, it's my little baby. Thank you, Gina. I really appreciate it. Okay, then what's next? Let's see. Lisa from Indie Untangled. Guys, Indie Untangled sold out in like a record time this year. I think that Lisa has ideas on what to do next year to improve it, make it available to more people and things like that. So I'm sure that she'll be talking about that soon. But she sent me in the meantime this onesie for the baby. Mind you, she knit a sweater for the baby that I'm going to be showing you, which is freaking gorgeous. But she and I love 90s pop culture, and we love specifically Empire Records, which is one of our favorite movies. She actually dressed up like the main character for Halloween one year with her husband, which is really funny. And she sent me a onesie that says, "Damn the man, save the empire," which are words to live by. And if you don't know Empire Records, it's a cheesy 90s movie with Liv Tyler and Renee Zellweger, and Ethan Embry is in it. Rory Cochrane is in it. I mean, so many people are in it. It's just wonderful. I don't even have to watch it because I will just listen to it as I'm knitting because I've seen it so many times. And then she sent me this podcasting pin, which is really cool because one can never have too many pins. So thank you so much, Lisa. You've been so wonderful with all the gifts for the babies, and I hope to be working at Indie Untangled next year. This year I have to take off because I don't know what our Rhinebeck plans are this year. But, you know, if I'm taking the baby, if my mom is staying home with the baby, or if, you know, I'm taking Franny, or if it's just me and Franny. I don't know who's going, but I am going Thursday, no matter who's in the car with me, and I'm coming home on Sunday. So I will be at Rhinebeck Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will talk to you at the end about what my plans are. Right now, because I think that's my last... Oh, no, I have one more gift to show. And then we're going to go into what everyone made for the baby, for my baby shower, which I never got the footage together to release a podcast on it. But when I'm editing this, maybe I'll just edit that too. I also vlogged all throughout the hospital. So, you know, that was weird. It's probably a crappy vlog, but maybe I'll release that too. But let me get to this gift. This gift is from Tabitha from Long Island Yarn and Farm. And she asked me if I wanted some lanolin. Because lanolin is a big help, you know, if you're breastfeeding, or really for a lot of things that you're doing with the baby. Wait, I have to get to that. I have Shelly Can stuff in here. I don't know. Anyway. So she sent me a lot of these lanolin products that are made with the lanolin from her sheep and her livestock. Nice. I met her last year or at Vogue 2018 because she and Christy Glass did a collaboration on a yarn from her sheep. So yeah, it was really pretty. It was pink and gray or whatever. She's wonderful. She has really great Instagram where she shows you how she cares for all the animals. This woman loves her animals like they are children. And so it's really nice seeing someone treat animals so wonderfully. But she sent me all of this stuff, and oh my God, it smells delicious. Now lanolin, pure lanolin, which she did send me too, does not smell delicious. It smells like the animal that it came from. And lanolin is the oil that collects deep down in the surface of the sheep. So if you watch my Rhinebeck videos, the Thursday video from last year, Corrado and I went to a farm in Rhinebeck, and the woman who owned the sheep and everything was showing us that if you go deep down into their coats, you see this little bit of yellow on all of the pure wool. And the yellow is the oil that the animal makes. And that is lanolin, I believe. So pure lanolin is good for so many things. But this I got. And so it's Long Island Yarn and Farm pure lanolin. Tabitha, seriously, thank you for this gift. She also sent me Shepherdess body butter in honey almond. This smells delicious. Now, I mean delicious. Yeah, it smells delicious. Yeah, there's really no other way to say it. And it's just this beautiful cream. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell of almonds. Then she sent me this beautiful soap, which is it's like olive oil, coconut oil, purified water, organic palm, sodium hydroxide, lanolin, castor oil, and organic oats. It does not get much more pure than that. And so this is the Shepherdess soap. And she also sent me a lip balm. And look at these cute little bags she put everything in. Thank you so much. I mean, this one's tied. I always retie it and then I can't get back into it. Look how cute these are. Guys, the gifts, I can't even tell you the amount of gifts I've gotten. Oh, I like this because it's oblong. So, olive oil, castor oil, lanolin, beeswax, and flavor oil. If you're looking for something that isn't full of chemicals, look no further than Long Island Yarn and Farm, because if you can read everything on the label, then that is the only time you should be putting it on your body. I've had it. I've had it with all of the pesticides. I've had it with everything. You guys know that. I don't need to go into a rant. But it's called Lanolin Lippy. It's a honey flavor. Again, Long Island Yarn and Farm. And their website is Livestock Co. Co.com. I'll put it right down here. I just think these products are amazing and smell amazing. And again, as I was saying, don't put anything on your body if you can't read the words. I'm sorry. I think my dog has all of these infections on his paws because of all the pesticide everyone's putting all over their yards. And I understand, you know, West Nile virus, we live by a pond. It has a lot of, like, you know, mosquitoes. There are flies everywhere in my house right now, which I have been a champion at killing. And my husband is just like laughing. But, you know, I understand. We don't want these bugs, but bugs are a part of nature. So get over it. Okay? Just get over it. I can't open it. I want to open it. Oh, it smells like honey. If I didn't have lip gloss on, I'd put it on right now. Oh my God, that smells delicious. I also have a friend who raises bees and sells honey. It's Hannah's Honey. I'll put it down here. If you guys are in the Connecticut area, sometimes they go around, they sell their honey. And, you know, they're really doing their part in trying to save the bees. And so, I mean, we all really have to start paying attention to this crap, because otherwise, why even have kids? They're going to, like, come into this earth that is just like some toasted place that, like, can't even grow food. Speaking of that, my garden, oh my gosh. All right, I have to release the video from the day that we were leaving for the hospital, because my garden has not grown a thing because it has been crazy rainy and then it was crazy hot, and I'm literally watching all of the plants just stagnate. Like, they weren't dying, but they were just not growing. Like last week or the week before, they just started growing. Now, mind you, it had rained so much that the dirt that I bought, remember, I don't know, I didn't show you guys, I transplanted the stuff from those really nice planters I bought to another planter. I bought all the new dirt. I spent so much money on this damn garden this year. Nothing grew. I had a tomato plant that was growing one tomato at a time, and they were this big. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Was it, you know, was it bad plants I bought? Was it the soil? Should I have put plant food in it? No, it was the weather. The weather was so awful. And so they started to grow poison mushrooms because the dirt was so moist and it wasn't drying out because it was torrentially downpouring every day. And it started to grow poison mushrooms. So now I don't even know if it starts to grow food now. Can I eat it? I'm not going to take a chance. It's growing poison mushrooms. So I am really just watching it grow and teaching Franny how to pick the stuff, and we're not eating any of it this year. Next year, oh, it's happening. It is on. I already picked the planters I'm buying. It's going to be insanity. And we're going to do it back. We're going to start it in April like we should, and it's going to be awesome. So you really needed to know that. But anyway. Another thing I bought while I was on maternity leave was this, which is quite appropriate. It was the Shelly Can uterus bag and yarn balls. And I just think she's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. I love her Yarn Snob stuff. So I also bought a keychain that says Yarn Snob. This is the sticker. I think I have a whole sticker pack of these. You know, but I just really like it. It says, my body, my choice. Really doesn't get much simpler than that. So that is her graphic. It's a little bit graphic, but you know what? That's our body and we shouldn't be ashamed. So it's actually really cute. If you look at it, it's a project bag, and the ovaries are 2 yarn balls. Golf clap, Shelly can. I love it. I love it. What else? Am I rambling? Are you still with me? You still with me? Should we talk about Rhinebeck? All right, and then we'll go into what I got for my shower and we'll go. All right, so here's my agenda. I am going to make a foray back into public life because even though I have this thing that housed a baby, when the babies pop out, they really should take it all with them. Take it with you, babies. Come on. But it didn't, so I've been wearing very baggy clothing. It's okay, you know. My feet grew again, which sucks because I grew out of my docks. And guys, that is pissing me off because I have this cute pair of Kate Spade booties that I found at this discount store. They were like 70% off. It was like one of those finds where you're so proud of yourself. And I want to wear them. I just want to wear them. So I'm going to be stuffing my feet into shoes. Back to what I was talking about. I am going to New Jersey Sheep and Wool. This weekend's Labor Day, and then the weekend after that is New Jersey Sheep and Wool. My mother and I should be going to that with Franny. After that, let's see, I really want to take my mom to Chelsea Yarns. She has not been to Chelsea Yarns, so I want to take her down to that. I think after that, and I'd like to hit a String Thing Studio knit night if Gigi and Shelby want to take me with them. I may request, you know, a day here and there without the kids to just run around New York City because that's my happy place. I love running around, discovering new things, hitting some of the vintage jewelry stores. There's one called Pippin Vintage that's on like 17th Street and 6th Avenue. I love that. I love hitting the flea markets and things like that. And sometimes you just need to run around New York City with your camera and photograph things in black and white. And that is one of my favorite pastimes. So I want to do that. And then, guys, we got Rhinebeck. So let me talk to you about Rhinebeck. This is the plan so far. As I said, I don't know if I'm going alone. And by alone, I mean me and Franny. Or if it's going to be me, my mom, Franny, and Sammy. I don't know if my husband will come up for a little while. I don't know if my dad's coming. Like, I just don't know what's going on. I'm going to ask Lisa if I can head over to India Untangle that day and get some footage of everyone setting up. Because it's such a zoo when you're there for your 2-hour time slot on Friday. So I want to see if maybe she'll say yes to that. I don't know. Because I usually work for her, but I can't this year because I'm obviously going to have a child with me at some point. Next year, I hope to work for her again because I really liked it. I liked working for her. And I worked with Corrado. Corrado's going to be working for her. So go visit my yarn husband at the India Untangled booth. Let's see. What else? So that's Thursday. Then Friday, my India Untangled time slot is from 10 to 12. I got my mother and I the VIP tickets. So again, it should be either me and my mom. If my mom's not going, I will sell that ticket so that someone else has a chance to go. I don't bank on it because I really, really want her to go. So Friday I'll be at India Untangled from 10 to 12. I'm going to try then, on the way back from India Untangled, if you're going down, I think, is it 9W or something? I don't know what highway that is. But it's between the Rhinecliff Bridge and Ware and Saugerties. It's just one street pretty much takes you to India Untangled. But there's a Bread Alone there. And Bread Alone is kind of like the Panera of Rhinebeck, Kingston area. And their avocado toast is amazing. So I will be stopping there with Franny and whoever I have in tow for lunch. And then we'll be heading into, let's see, maybe to the Sheridan, see if I can see my girls from Legacy Knits and Sandy by the Lakeside. I want to go to Needles Up. I've never been to Needles Up. So that is something I really am trying to hit. And then I'm going to head over the Rhinecliff Bridge into Rhinebeck because I want to spend the afternoon going to the candy store. Maybe I'll go to Bread Alone again. And I want to hit the knitting garage. And then I want to hit the Rhinebeck Yarn Bazaar, which is Leah from the Knitting Garage and Christy Glass. And that is from 2 to 6. So I want to hit that. And then I kind of wanted to go back to my hotel and freshen up. But I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to get back over that bridge because it does take a long time to get over that bridge when the area is so congested. So, and then I want to head back into Rhinebeck because in the heart of Rhinebeck at the Parish Hall, Christy Glass is having a knit night. And so I bought tickets to that knit night. So I'm going to be at Christy Glass's knit night on Friday night. Red Bank Mike and Christina and I believe... What is her? I'm going to put it in the down bar. Is it Cookies and Wool? I can't remember. Anyway, She made the cookie for Chelsea Yarns when they were having Cookie Gate last year. They are having a cookie contest, so everyone who wants to, if you have tickets to that knit night, bake a cookie, bake your best cookie, and they're having a cookie contest and it's being judged by them. So I'm going to make my gingerbread cookies and my sugar cookies, and so you guys, I'm gonna make really tiny ones so everyone can have some, and hopefully I'll get to that. I'm saying this is the plan. No one knows what's actually gonna happen. And so then, of course, Saturday, we're gonna head over to Sheep and Wool, and at 2 o'clock by the Cider Donuts, the Duchess and Dragons is having their meetup for their picture, and we, the LYS Unity Cal, are also having our meetup because we like to couple with them. If you are going to steek your cardigan, please head on over to Christy Glass Knits and get information on when she is going to be doing that. I normally don't head to the fairgrounds till about 10 or 11. I'm a late sleeper, and so I'll probably be there from like 11 to 3 or 4 at the fairgrounds on Saturday. She will be there at the crack of dawn because she starts her 2019 Tell Me About Your Rhinebeck Sweater video, and she wants people who are brave enough to steek their cardigan on video. So prepare your button band, do your sewing, do the crochet thing, everything, and then you will come and cut it on video. If you are participating in the LYS Unity Cal and you steek and streak, that is another entry. Then maybe I'll make that the 4th entry. Let me talk to Christina. That's pretty brave. So guys, I hope you do it, but it's pretty brave. So just like head on over. She has it in her stories, and I don't know if she has figured out what time they're doing it yet, but pay attention and she will let you know. And then Saturday night, I don't have anything planned. I know Christy's having a bowling night. I'm not buying tickets to it just yet because I'm trying to figure out, again, what my schedule is. Am I going home on Saturday or am I going to be there Saturday night? I don't know. But I do plan on going to the fairgrounds on Sunday if I do stay Saturday night. So I want to go to the fairgrounds again on Sunday. It's actually very pleasant to go on Sunday. If you're not someone who's into all of the, knitterati and meeting all the podcasters and doing the Ravelry meetup, the podcaster meetup, our meetups, go on Sunday. It's like there's a lot less people. You can get to the food lines a lot easier. And so just, a word to the wise on that front. I liked it. I hope to see everyone. Please stop me and say hi. I like to put a lot of the faces with the people I talk to all year on Instagram. I want to talk to you all. So I will talk more about that on the next podcast. Let's get to our last thing that I have for you. Let's see. Is this the last thing that I have for you? Yes. These are my notes, guys. I didn't even get to finish my notes. Anyway, let's start out. You guys know that Christy Glass and Creative Sissy threw me the most amazing knitting baby shower, and I kept forgetting to bring all the stuff up, and I think I brought all of it, but I'm not sure. Let's start out with this baby blanket. This is my girl Van Ray made me this baby blanket, and it's amazing. Look at this. It's granny stripes. I love it. I actually wear it around as a little cape. She put this felt fabric with foxes on the back. It's sewn into the border. It's so warm and cute. And people make these things for the babies, but I love it. And I wear it over my shoulders a lot, but I don't, it's I don't want to give it to the baby. She's just going to puke on it. Christy Glass, of course, no last name needed, made me this little cardigan for her with these really, really cute little felted buttons. Isn't it adorable? It's so cute, and it's really thick and dense. So I'm going to have her wear this at Rhinebeck on one of the days if she comes with us, because it's more like a jacket. And so cute. I don't know what yarn she used and everything, but I think she has an FO video on it. So if you guys have any questions, head over to Christy Glass Knits. Corrado, my yarn husband, made me his first sweater. This was his... okay. Made me his first sweater here. How cute is this? This little sweater. Oh my God. I think that she's going to swim in this, so I haven't put it on her just yet because I think it's a little bit big. So some of the things will fit her, probably more towards the winter, which is nice because it's still summer. So it just feels really nice. I wonder what he used for it. It isn't on his Instagram. If you want to know more about it, Corrado Lark on Instagram. But he left me like a choose your own ending. He left me the yarn and all these buttons so I could choose what button I wanted to put on it. I secretly think it's because he didn't want to put the button on it, but you know, whatever. Someone knits you a sweater, you don't ask questions. Christy also made me this little owl hat. How cute is that? It's crochet. I know that she just did an FO video on this because I was watching it. It's so soft, and Sammy will be wearing this because I love it. It reminds me of Hedwig from Harry Potter, right? And it was a Harry Potter baby shower, so that is quite apropos. So she made me that. Alyssa Baptista, I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram. She has the most adorable little brood of 4 children. She has 2 boys and 2 girls, and she takes the most beautiful pictures of them. She also is going to be dyeing yarn, and she will be at the Rhinebeck Yarn Bazaar. Her new brand is called Cake, and so I cannot wait to check that out because she's my wonderful friend. She made me this cardigan, so you will see in the videos. I don't know if you watched Christy's video about my baby shower. I held it up. I was like, oh, what a cute cardigan. And when I turned it around, guys, Bowie, rock and roll. Seriously, I can't. My friends know me so well. So what she did is she stitched over it with gold, and then she took a bleach pen to do the Bowie. Who's calling me? Sorry, Christy, I'm podcasting. How cute is that? I'm almost done. I'll call you back in 1 second. 1 second! So I love that. Thank you, Alyssa. Again, if you want the pattern for that, check her out on Instagram and ask her because I don't know what pattern it is. Lisa from Indie Untangled made me something that I wish she had made in my size. This is absolutely exquisite. Look at this. And what I like about it, it's a larger size. Oh, look at how cute I'd look in it. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at the work on this yoke. Do you see? And the buttons? I mean, they match perfectly. Perfectly. And it's just beautiful. It's like this little like top button cardigan. And if Sammy comes with me on Friday, this is what she will be wearing to Indie Untangled. Gorgeous. Lisa, thank you so much. It's exquisite. Absolutely. Then, I'm going to take this off because I'm sweating. Vanessa, this is so good. So good. Now, Vanessa, let's just say one more thing about Vanessa till I show you what I got from Dinah from the knitting place. Again, this is from Vanessa Reyes Forstay. She's one of my very best knitting friends. She and I talk all the time about how our kids are trying to kill us. Last year, she wrote a pattern for this beautiful cardigan. It's something you would throw over a summer dress, you know, when it's chilly at night. We need to get on her ass and make her publish this pattern. I have been waiting. She's made it with Clinton Hill cashmere. She made it in this gorgeous gold colorway, and I am dying to knit it. All of you guys, I want you to follow her on Instagram, Van Ray Knits, and make her publish her pattern. Now, let me show you what Dinah from the knitting place made for me. First of all, I met her at EYF 2018, and she, to me, is one of my most wonderful, cherished knitting friends. She is so super talented. You guys know her as the owner of the knitting place in Port Washington, Long Island. I can't even tell you. Like, look at this. Ready? I mean, it's 2 pieces. She wrote the pattern and is going to release the pattern. It's like a little letter sweater, but look at this. It's like, oh, it's soft and nubbly. It has these gorgeous buttons on it. Look at the button band, guys. Look at it. I mean, oh. And then Wait, you think this is good? Look at this. It's a pleated cheerleader skirt. I can't. And it's got baby panties in it. Unbelievable. 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 It's unbelievable. Is it unbelievable? Look. The legs. Unbelievable. Dinah, your talent is immense. I mean, and she wrote the pattern on this. Look at this. I believe this is Woolfolk Tov, T-O-V. I believe. I don't remember exactly. Guys, so this is what Sammy is wearing to Rhinebeck. If she comes to Rhinebeck with us, she is going to be in her little cheerleader outfit. And she did it in the colors of Ravenclaw because it was a Harry Potter party and blue and gold. Cheers for the blue and gold. We are the brave. I'm not that brave. Sometimes, but not that brave, usually. Dinah, how do I even begin to thank you? This is so amazing. And one more thing. You guys may have seen that Christy Glass made her a tutu. Isn't this adorable? It's a little tutu that goes around her waist. Obviously, you wear something underneath it unless you're an exhibitionist. But this pattern is on Ravelry. It is the Baby Tutu by Christy Glass Knits. I think she called it the Baby Tutu. I don't know, but it comes in all different sizes. She made one for Franny too, and they're adorable. And it's like, it's mohair. Do you see? It's like an I-cord and mohair. So guys, if you have a little person in your life, hop on over and get it. It's a great pattern. Thank you so much. And thank you to Creative Sissy and to Christy for throwing me the shower. It's just, it was an incredible gesture. And I mean, I'll never be able to repay you. I'll never be able to repay any of you. You all of you in this community, the likes, the comments, the love, the presents you've been sending. Like, if I forgot something, please tell me. I tried not to, but I still have yet to make thank yous for everyone because I really wanted to make a special thank you and I haven't had time, but it's just, the love in this community is wonderful. It's wonderful. So I want to thank you all for tuning in today to listen to me ramble. I know you guys probably want to see the baby, but she's on my Instagram, so Gemma Darlings, hop on over there. If you want to know more about the LYS Unity Cal, please go over to Chelsea Yarn's Ravelry group. There's no banter no chatter, no banter in the FO thread. Just, there's another thread for the banter and chatter. I'm going to be posting all of the sponsors. There's still time to join, guys. If you want to, you know, knit something with, what's that big fat yarn? Why can't I think today? Guys, mom brain does not go away when the baby comes out. Can't think of it. It's the big fat yarn. You guys know the big fat yarn? Crapple. Anyway, I'll put it down here. Loopy Mango. Okay. See, it comes to me. It just takes a second. All right. So I'm going to be doing a D-stash. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to podcast more often, even though that probably won't happen. I'm going to try my best. And I want to get up the videos of my baby shower and of my time in the hospital if you're interested. So that all should be coming at you guys. I said I would answer some questions. I'm going to do that in a separate video, which I'm going to shoot right now. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.